Hello everyone. Today's video is faceless, so we'll just go right into it. But if this is your first time to be here, my name is Lorraine Masia Mponera, your self-appointed scholarships mentor. Please subscribe to my channel so we can grow this channel together, and also like the video if you will benefit from it. Okay, so the first opportunity, this video actually is packed with 11 opportunities, but not all opportunities will go in the description. I'll put all the links in there, but not all of them. So I will show you which ones I'm not putting in the description, so you can take note of the website. Number one, this you'll find the link in the description below. ODI Fellowship Scheme. 2024 to 2026. Seems it's a 2-year fellowship. So it says, we cannot accept supporting materials such as CVs, transcript, cover letters due to large number of applications received. Candidates will be assessed on their application form only. So it's always good to follow all the instructions, but who are they looking for? ODI Fellowship scheme gives early career economists and statisticians the, let's see if we can zoom it a bit more. Okay. There you go. So gives early career economists and statisticians the chance to work as public sector civil servants on 2-year contracts in low and middle income countries in Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, the Pacific, and the Western Balkans. ODI fellows or OD fellows are typically employed as local civil servants reporting to local managers. So closing date is 30th April and interviews will be in July. Assessments also in late July. This is what you get in compensation. A net of taxi is approximately 32,000 per annum in the first year. It goes a little bit higher in the second year. It's inclusive of housing allowance that varies according to cost of living in country. So that's quite good amount of money, 32,000 a year. Most of us will work, but our salaries are far from from there. So I think it's a good good starting point. Okay, fellowship, yeah, I think it's really good. Fellowships vary from role to role, country to country, but all require a combination of the foreign experience and personal qualities. So it's open to candidates of all nationalities who have a master's degree or PhD in economics, statistics, or related field. Suitable specialized qualifications at postgraduate level include, but aren't limited to, agriculture economics, environmental economics, international economics, health economics, development economics, and econometrics and statistics. For those studying for a postgraduate degree, at the time of application, the award of a fellowship is conditional upon the successful completion of the postgraduate degree. Intellectual ability, a sound grasp of economic and statistical theory, and the ability to apply that knowledge to real-world problems, the ability to analyze data and information and to solve problems, and finally, an ability to communicate complex technical ideas to non-specialists, both verbally and in writing. Personal qualities, resilience, and problem-solving skills to drive change and to work independently. So why are we looking at this? Because these are the things that you need to show in your application. Interpersonal skills, cultural sensitivity, and political acumen to work well within a diverse team, sometimes on politically sensitive topics. Okay, so you need to have an idea of what these cultural sensitive issues can be, depending on different countries as well. Patience and humility to learn about new contexts and accept advice, adaptability and flexibility to work within a resource-constrained environment, able to consult and advocate, prioritize and delegate, good time management, an ability to work without supervision, I guess, good time management. Yeah, I guess it depends on, yeah, for this, I guess it's a Western type of time management, because I see it's in pounds here, and if we look properly, it may be UK like origin. So if that's the case, then the time is around, yeah, British summer time, it says there. So here we go. So this is not the African time management type of thing. It means it's the British type of yeah. Okay, let's see what are they saying about language. Applications are strengthened by a demonstrable interest in public policy, relevant work or voluntary experience, and language proficiency with English essential and French particularly advantageous, and strong IT skills. Okay, so closing date, we looked at it already, 30th of April. So you have exactly 31 days to apply, or 30 days, depending on when you see this. Applications, why is it putting one there? Maybe I opened this already. Oh, yes, I opened. But why I opened? I wanted to warn people here, because what it says is, you see here, submit by 5 April. That is telling me. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go back here to read. Please ensure that you complete your application form within 7 days of registering. If you're experiencing problems, yada, contact them. So I'll just make sure that the website that I put is not the one that has something about me trying to log in. Okay. Number 2, this is called the Rapid Response Fund. All right. Okay. Now I know. The Rapid Response Fund is our flagship fund supporting marginalized communities to tackle HIV-related human rights challenges. So if you're an organization that is working with people who are living with HIV, but also have other intersectional emergency response grants of up to 15,000 USD are available to organizations across 24 countries. We'll look at those countries in a minute, led by or working closely with marginalized groups affected by HIV, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, LGBT people, sex workers, and people who use drugs. You will click here to submit your application, but let's look at other things first. The fund will help in 3 ways: providing emergency financial grants to organizations, supporting organizations to strengthen their capacity for emergency human rights response work, documenting and sharing best practice to help influence decisions by governments and donors. Established in 2016, yada, yada, yada. Eligibility. You will need to read everything. I'm just looking at where I think that I can. Please check the eligibility criteria before you submit your application using the online form. Your proposal is triggered by a new and unforeseen situation. The situation either threatens to significantly disrupt your organization's existing human rights work, or your organization identifies a specific moment or opportunity to advance the HIV-related human rights. You have a realistic plan for meaningful change within 1 to 6 months. Your organization is based in an eligible country. The organization is led by or working very closely with one or more of marginalized communities affected by HIV, but also living at the intersection of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, LGBT plus people, sex workers, and people who use drugs. Your organization has an annual income of less than £1 million. Your organization has implemented HIV-related human rights projects focused on marginalized communities in the past 12 months. Okay, so the following situations and activities are not eligible. Excuse me. Okay. Direct aid for individuals such as housing, food, and medication, income generating activity, HIV testing and treatment, foreseeable funding gap, activities that are already happening, starting strategic litigation, fees for conference or event attendance, activities relating to women and girls where there is no intersection. Okay, yes, that's the word, intersection with LGBT plus people, sex workers, or people who use drugs. Okay, so we need to look at this. Caribbean, Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Guyana, St. Vincent, and the Grenada. I always fail to pronounce this. Trinidad and Tobago, Ethiopia, Rwanda, South Sudan, Tanzania South. I've never heard of a country called Tanzania South. Cambodia, Vietnam, but I think we know what they are talking about. Benin, Cameroon, Chad, Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Mali, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Togo. And I'm sorry, in Southern Africa, they've only picked Angola. There's no Malawi, Zambia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Lesotho, and countries like that. Okay, so I'm sorry about that, but as you know, it's not my fault. It's this thing called criteria. Okay, so this we've already looked at. How are the eligible countries selected? Frontline AIDS selects countries based on analysis of data about the state of the HIV epidemic, human rights, and civil. Okay, human rights issues here. Eligible countries are those with a high HIV burden and restricted civil society freedoms. Okay. Who can apply? Individuals cannot apply for funding, but you can only apply as an organization that is working on HIV-related human rights issues. But in Malawi, they also have human rights issues in it for LGBT community and people like that. Okay. Which currency? So you need to click on each of these. How quickly your application will be reviewed to read if this is what you are interested in. And then apply. Submit an application. Let's see what it says. Okay, you go through eligibility checker first. I'm a staff member, board, yada, 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 yes or no. So here the answer has to be yes. Then you continue until it tells you have qualified. Number 3, World Bank, Joint Japan World Bank. I've forgotten the G, but it's scholarship program. JJWBG. Oh, graduate. Joint Japan World Bank Graduate Scholarship Program. Okay. So this is the second window, application window, number 2, March 2025 to May 24, 2024. Okay, so they've listed the participating institutions and the type of courses. So if you want Master of Climate Change, this is where you click. I hear a lot of people after they've watched the video, they ask, how can I apply? This is how you apply. I put all the links. So the link that will appear in the description below would be this one on top here, the worldbank.org, depending on what you want, because we cannot start listing every course here and dissecting how to apply all of them. No. So this is just letting you get in you write food in, then you explore your course. So we'll pick one just for demonstration purposes, but you need to look at all these courses and choose the course that you want. Is it Masters in Urban Management? So these are all hyperlinks, meaning you can click on it and it will take you to further information. If water and sustainable development is what you're looking for, then this is the university, IHE DEFT in, is it Netherlands? Yes, this is Netherlands. Then Keio University, this sounds like Japan. London, we know might be UK. It's global health, development studies, development management. All these are really good. National Graduate Institute for Policy. This also looks like maybe it's in Japan. I don't know, but yeah. Saitama sounds Japanese. SOAS, London. So all these courses, international policy, economics policy, urban design, public health, international at University of Leeds, which is too familiar for me. MSc sustainable cities, water and sanitation, sustainable. So you pick based on the course that you want. Master of Science in Refugee and Forced Migration Studies sounds good. All of these, food and development, climate change, migration and global development, yada, yada, yada. This is Japan, Japan, Japan. As you know, joint Japan World Bank, it's Japan is involved in this scholarship. Probably are the ones who are funding. So this, because I don't know, it doesn't say whether it's a master, it doesn't say what tax course. So let's have a look. What is a tax course? Public finance, okay. Customs course, customs course, program in brief. The font is faint. Font faint. Okay. The major objective of the public finance is to provide students with a conceptual understanding and technical competence to become leaders in taxation and customs. So, and it says here, scholarship for international students only, for taxing, for customs. So they've said here, the link there, the link, eligible countries. That's important. You need to click and check it. Application guides are here. Then here it says they also accept Japanese students. How to apply is here. You click on it to find out how to apply. Eligibility, tax course. It says here, be a full-time government tax official from developing countries, have at least 3 years of work experience. If you want, so because we were already on Joint Japan, you can go back to look at it. What are the conditions for Joint Japan? This scholarship. Okay. And what this scholarship covers, it covers your travel, economy class, application fees, admission fees, tuition, it's all paid directly. And a monthly stipend of Japanese yen, 306,000 to cover living expenses such as food, clothing, daily expenses, including insurance, various other miscellaneous expenses related to your study at this university. Be a national of these countries of WCO, be a customs officer, be chosen and nominated by their customs administrations. So you need to seek clearance with your department. So, okay, that's that. We are moving on from World Bank. We are looking at another one. Okay, this is Wangari High Impact Award. Okay, but let's see if, okay, because Wangari Maathai, although it says applications are now open, apply here. But here, at the same time, it said application deadline 21st March. Today is 29 March. So if you meet the criteria, if you want to nominate yourself, someone can nominate you, can nominate yourself. You come here and nominate yourself. It's easier for me if I nominate myself, although it carries more weight, I think, if someone else is looting on your behalf. But if there is no time to apply, what do you do? But what I wanted to say, I guess why I brought this was that it has several awards. It's not just it's not just Matai, but it has all these Kambule, Alele Williams, Masters Award, Antonio something, Anta Diopi, Umuntu. Okay. So when you open the, let's see if we can. When you open the scholarship, some scholarships have, some awards have once the award is closed, they look for people who can review. Yes, this is what I was looking for. So for example, in here, in 2024, the Deep Learning Indaba will be held in Dakar, Senegal. Is Senegal peaceful at the moment? I'm not sure. You need to do your research if these are things you're interested in. You need to do your research if it's safe for you to go to Senegal in September. Okay, so it says applications to attend these are closed. Call for applications reviewers is still open until 31st of March. So if you want to be part of the reviewers, then this is the route you would go. Call for workshop proposals is now open. You can look also at the proposal. But the most important thing is every scholarship that we share, you should be aiming at signing up for their newsletter. Because if, for example, next year they advertise, or at some point they advertise again, if you do not sign up to their newsletter, you will not know. You cannot wait for somebody else to remind or to tell you to say, oh, this now is open. If someone does remind you every year, fine and fine and good. But how long will that someone be still available and be still in contact with you? They say our friends change every 10 years, I guess. You have different people in your lives or something like that. So we may still not be together. I may have stopped doing this, so yeah, just sign up to the newsletter and then you have power in your hands. You can do all these things yourself. It comes straight in your inbox. You just check it. Is this something I can manage or not? Than waiting for people to give. Usually, people will not give everything. Nobody has time to look at everything that is there. But if you have some options for yourself, you prioritize what you want with your life. So, okay, enough of talk. Let's go continue. I've lost the number of which number we are at, but we are continuing. This is St. Andrew's Pride for the Environment. What are they saying? It's a major international initiative led by University of St. Andrews that recognizes and supports innovative and inspirational responses to environmental challenges, including the climate crisis. It is overseen by Master of the United College, Professor Ineke de Morel Fasfer. Since 1998, the prize has awarded more than 2.5 million in prize money across the world to individuals and organizations whose imaginative solutions are protecting the environment and promoting a more sustainable society. Now in its 26th year, the prize aims to champion the people and ideas addressing the greatest challenge of our age. So history, we don't want history, but you need to values, judging panel. No, I want something else. We want more about this, eligibility and selection. Okay, yeah, eligible projects. Okay, they have a clear defined need for funding, of the ability to inspire others, contribute to global pursuit of sustainability in the short to long term, meet a high ethical standards in respect of intellectual property and in how it interacts with people, be inclusive, be established project with proven record of success, be related to sustainable development or biodiversity, and be aligned with the UN goals for sustainable development. These are not eligible research projects and things. So you need to read all of this. What are they saying? All entry forms must be submitted in English, and finalists are required to deliver a presentation to the judges in English. If a finalist does not speak English, a translator is permitted to deliver the presentation on their behalf. The translator's services must be secured and paid for by the applicant organization. Right to deselect an entry. Okay, so deadline is 12 April, so hurry. This is where you will apply. It says sign in, but if it's your first time, you need to register first, then come back again to log in and apply. We are moving on. Okay, this is for writers, poets, novelists, and all. Tejumola, Olaniani, creative writers in residence fellowship. You will be in United Arab Emirates again. You will need to check your safety if you are someone who can travel to United Arab Emirates. Okay, during the time that the residents will run. So just like I said for Senegal, so it's the same. Security is number one for for everyone. Nobody wants to die early. So if we can do our due diligence, that would be, it's always good to remind each other and ourselves. I don't think there's anything going on at the moment in UAE, but it's always good to check his primary research interest. Okay, they're giving us the history of this man. He doesn't look old. I don't know how he died, and where he died, I don't know. But applications must include your CV, two-page narrative of the project to be undertaken during the residency period, its significance, proposed date of completion, a sample of published or unpublished writings. Deadline 1st of June. So how do you apply? Okay, so you can look at past year fellows. Let's look last year who was on it. Okay. It says Egyptian, Zambian woman, Mbanga. Where's Jamal from? London, Khartoum. That was last year. The year before that, we can also check that. Same here. Stay in touch. Subscribe to our mailing list. That's the newsletter we talked about. So all we do is, I don't want this information which is already sign up. Come on, thank you, you have signed up. But let's go to what we were here for. How do we apply? I don't want our D's, but where were we? This was the page. Okay. Sheet. How do you apply? Okay. It says here. To submit applications, compile all application materials, CV, two-page narrative writing sample. In case of a book, please attach separately into one single PDF in the mentioned order. Please name the file with the residency title, with abbreviation, and the applicant's name in this format. TOCWRP, which is this one, abbreviation of the name of this, and then your last name, first name. Use the same name in the email address, in the email subject heading, and send the PDF as an email attachment to applications at the africainstitute.org. We are moving on. Next is MasterCard. This you have to take note of the website because I'm not sharing it anywhere. I'm not putting it in the description. So it's https:// So the website is frp.org, as in Fund Resilience Prosperity, frp.org. Okay. So when you go there, it says empowering SMEs to create dignified and fulfilling work for young people. Apply now to the Agribusiness Challenge Fund. So it says here, apply now, but you need to read first. What is all this about? It says the MasterCard Foundation for Resilience and Prosperity is a 7-year, 126 million fund that aims to support small and medium-sized enterprise SMEs across the agriculture, climate adaptation, and digital economy sectors in 20 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. The main objective of the fund is to unlock enterprise growth and analyze and catalyze, scale up, and sustain the creation of dignified and fulfilling work opportunities for young women and men, young people with disabilities, and refugee youth interventions. The MasterCard Foundation Fund for Resilience and Prosperity aims to address a broad spectrum of SME-specific challenges as well as macro issues using the 4 interventions, namely Challenge Fund, Connect Fund, Technical Assistance, Convening and Influencing. Thematic areas: agriculture, climate adaptation, and digital economy. So if you are into these 3 main areas, please. Okay. They have all these other stuff, news, partners, yada, yada, yada. So we go here, learn more, because we are interested in this. Fund for Resilience and Prosperity, okay? About the fund, tells you more about this. 15 countries across Africa were supported, yada, yada, yada. Excuse me, countries of focus. It's here. The countries are Benin, Burundi, Botswana, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, DRC, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Malawi, Mozambique, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, Sierra Leone, South Africa, South Sudan, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zambia. I can't see Zimbabwe. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Zim. And in Malawi, Malawi, is there. Okay, so how do we apply? Did we see apply now? Okay, yes, we did see apply now, but it's on the previous page. So we go back here. Once you've read everything about this fund, it brings us back. Okay, no. So it says apply to Agribusiness Challenge Fund because that's what it is. funded by Mastercard Foundation for Agribusiness Challenge. Agribusiness, they are looking at three main areas: climate adaptation, something else, and something else. The three things that we just looked at. So sign in now or register. So you register first. The next time, once you have registered, you can always go back to log in, sign in. But for now, you need to fill all of this and register first. Okay, we are moving on. I don't know which number we are. So this one is called the Silver's Grants for Work in Progress. This is a grant, Robert Silver's Foundation. Anglophone and English-speaking countries, English-speaking country writers of any nationality may apply for up to $10,000 US to support long-form writing in the fields of literary criticism, arts writing, political analysis, and or social reportage. Grants may not be used to fund translation. Applicants must have editorial agreement with a publication or publishing house for the work under consideration. Applications must be submitted as a single PDF to this email address and should include a CV, one-page description of the project, full response to the financial questionnaire, which you can download here, and 500 to 2,000 word sample of the writer's work. Your responses to the financial questionnaire should include all anticipated costs and should state other sources of funding, including book advances. Priority is given to projects that have not been supported by a significant advance. The writing sample can be from writer's work in progress or from a previously published essay, article, or a book. In addition, please let us know where you heard about the grants. You heard from Lorraine. Lorraine is a Malawian YouTuber, so let's be clear on that, okay? So if this is your first time to hear about this here, please let us acknowledge as such. The application window is from 1st to 31st March. Today is 29, we only have 2 days to apply. But because it's something attaching and it's also talking about your CV, a page describing your project, probably you already have a description. Even if you don't have, a page is 500 words. It's your project, so it's easy to write. And full responses to the funding questionnaire, you know what you will need. And then a sample of your work. This is work that you have already published. So it's just copying and pasting and sending it to them. So it should be doable, okay? I think this is a really good opportunity for Anglophone writers of any nationality may apply for up to 10,000 to support long-form writing in the field of literary criticism, arts writing, political analysis, and or social reportage. Grants may not be used to fund translation. Okay, we are moving on. Call for applications. Yeah, that one has blown me away. But of course, it has a catch where you have to have an agreement with a publishing company. But if you have your own publishing company, you should be good to go, which is something that is highly recommended. Okay. CARTA. What is CARTA in full? Consortium for Advanced Research Training in Africa. PhD Fellowships 2025. Okay. The consortium, CARTA, invites applications for its prestigious PhD fellowships for the year 2025. CARTA is a collaborative initiative involving eight African universities, 4 African Research Institute, and 8 non-African partners. Our mission is to bolster the capacity of African institutions to conduct globally competitive research with a particular focus on addressing health and development challenges in the region. CARTA PhD Fellowship. As part of its innovations, Qatar offers a collaborative doctoral training program in public and population health. This program has been developed in response to the great challenges faced by Africa's institutions of higher education in addressing the training and retention of next generation of academics in the region. Specifically, Qatar seeks to fund candidates who will be future leaders in their institution, that is young, capable, and committed individuals who, in time, will ensure that their universities will be the institutions of choice for future generations of academics and university administrators wishing to make a positive impact on public and population health in Africa. The multidisciplinary Qatar PhD fellowship is open to staff members of participating institutions who are interested in conducting their PhD research on topics relevant to the broad fields of public and population health. We welcome applications from any discipline such as public health, demography, anthropology, communication, and economics, among others, as long as the research question aims to contribute to public and population health issues in Africa. Qatar is committed to gender equity in access to the training programs and and governance structure, and implements a series of interventions to support the progress of women in academia. See Qatar's gender position. Women are therefore particularly encouraged to apply. Successful applicants will attend Qatar's innovative series of joint advanced seminars, JASES, for cohorts of doctoral students admitted and registered in the participating African universities. Both the development and delivery of these courses are jointly led by regional and international experts. The seminars include didactic sessions, discussions, demonstrations, and practice labs. These activities collectively serve to expose students to key theories and concepts, seminar readings, and research methods of disciplines relevant to public and population health. Train students in critical research skills and build and maintain a network of researchers for scientific collaborations, professional support, and mutually beneficial exchange of scientific resources. JASES are offered once annually for 4 years to each cohort and build skills and conceptual depth from year to year. Each JAS runs for 3 to 4 weeks. Specific topics covered in each JAS include the following. JAS 1 builds critical thinking, technical skills, and other core research competencies, and introduces students to the essential concepts and seminal articles of the disciplines brought together under Qatar. JAS 2 focuses on data management and analysis. Fellows learn to use the software packages for qualitative and quantitative data management and analysis. Practice sessions use real research data and current software packages for hands-on training. JAS number 3 focuses on data presentation, the doctoral dissertation, and scientific writing and communication skills to facilitate results dissemination and policy engagement. JAS number 4 addresses professional development, including skills necessary to manage and teach large classes, raise and manage research funds, grants writing, and research management. And in 2025, the Qatar program plans to offer up to 15 fellowships and 2 additional fellowships reserved for staff members of the Somali National University, SNU, and I understand why Somalia has been through a lot. Somalia, who will be mentored by one of the Qatar partners, Makerere University, Uganda. The fellowships, which are tenable at the Qatar African universities, include the following benefits. Number 1, the cost of the fellows' participation in the advanced seminars. Number 2, a modest monthly stipend, moderate support for research activities. Number 3, a laptop loaded with relevant software. Number 4, funds to attend 1 international conference. And number 5, support to participate in training programs of choice. The Carter fellowships run for a maximum of 4 years. Fellowships will only cover tuition fees, medical insurance, and travel support for fellows registered at a partner institution different from their own. The respective African partner institutions need to commit to continue paying fellows salaries or equivalent as faculty members and to modify their workloads for the fellows to enable them to fully participate in Carter organized activities pertaining to their PhD program and also to concentrate on their PhD studies. The partner institutions will also need to commit to waive the fellows' fees if they are registered at the institution where they are employed. Fellows are encouraged to seek supplemental funding to cover additional costs of their doctoral program. Eligible African institutions: Makerere University in Uganda, Moi University Kenya, Obafemi Awolowo University in Nigeria, University of Ibadan, Nigeria, Kamuzu University of Health Sciences, Malawi, and associates through Kamuzu University of Health Sciences, University of Nairobi, Kenya, University of Rwanda, University of the Witwatersrand, South Africa, WITS, can only nominate staff members who are citizens of an African ELMIC outside of South Africa, which is low, medium income countries, which is a good opportunity. If you're in Malawi, but you want to study at Witwatersrand, that is possible. Somali National University, through collaboration with Makerere African Population and Health Research Center. I've always wanted to visit this center in Kenya. Agincourt Health and Population Unit, South Africa, whether it's Agin or Agin. Ifakara Health Institute, Tanzania. Oh, I've heard about Ifakara a number of times. Eligibility. A master's degree in the relevant field. Prior admission into a PhD program is not required. You can apply for this funding first and then apply for your admission afterwards. Applicants for the program must be full-time teaching or research staff at one of the participating institutions that we've just looked at. Applicants' PhD research proposal must be related to public and population health. Fellowships are only open to individuals who have not yet registered for a PhD. Applicants must commit to participation in all 4 annual residential and joint advanced seminar JASES and to engage in inter-seminar activities designed to keep fellows actively engaged and in continual communication with peers and mentors. Male applicants must be under the age of 40 years and female under the age of 45. Oh God, thank God. Someone now understands that there has to be age gap between female and male. Because really, this is my first time to see such a nice gap where if they say men under the age of 40, women have to be under the age of 45. We all know why. So we're not going to go into details, but this is breath of fresh air. Right. Application procedure. Contact the Carter for person at your institution. I guess I needed to say that because I'm shocked. I'm shocked. It's a good shock. I'm happy for it. Yeah. At least someone is becoming real. It's becoming realistic. It's becoming, someone is listening. Someone wants to deal with the reality here. So here we go. Let's look at the deadlines. Right. Okay. By 15th of April. Okay. So, and the email address is there. The link will be in the description below. We've had a lot of reading for this. Important data here. The deadline, 1 June, full application submission period from 1st of June to November, announcement of final. So you still have time. It's means it's next year, 2025 kind of thing, planning in advance, but this is the time to apply. So we haven't finished yet. Let's get, okay, we'll be quick. Is there something else after this? Yes, right. So this, don't mind where it says poster competition rules. What you should mind is the 26th International Short Film Festival Contest. Okay, submit deadline by 21st of June. So it's a short film festival contest. Okay, short film poster submission. The winning poster will be the 26th International Short Film Festival Contest image. Oh, you need to understand this because it means all of this is part, because I was like, poster, film, so International Short Film Festival Contest. But it's also talking about a poster. Let's go to who are they looking for? I'll put the link in the chat. I don't have time to read for this. The participants in this context concepts. So anyone interested, please read. It means I didn't read in full, but the deadline says it's in June. Please, if this is what you would be interested in, have a look. I'll leave the link below. Make your design in JPG. I don't understand photography already, but here we are. Here is the number 11. This is a bonus. Bonasim, Leading Africa Scholarships 2024. Are you a young leader from Africa? You could attend the Young World Summit 2024 in Montreal, Canada from 18 to 21 September via our flagship scholarship about the Leading Africa Scholarship. You read all of this, darling, if you're interested. So what is this scholarship for? You attend the summit in Canada, your hotel paid for, catering, which include breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the cost of travel from you. The Lilongwe International Airport to Montreal from your country's international airport. But there's a note down here. Let's look at it. Note that if you are ultimately selected for a scholarship and require a visa to enter Canada to attend one Young World Summit 2024, you'll be required to pay the visa fee yourself. The visa costs 165 Canadian dollars plus the applicable service charge of your local visa application center, the cost of the visa and the applicable service charge, as well as any further costs associated with it, including travel to and from the visa application center, fall on you as a participant. So this is easy because if you go there and you're on scholarship, actually you can save a bit of some money. If you borrowed money for visa, you can pay them back, or your parents or whoever is close to you who can support you, or you can start saving towards it as well. And just in case you get it. So it says age between 18 to 30, evidence commitment to delivering positive change, demonstrate capacity to leadership, addressing key local or global issues in your work. You have a track record of generating impactful and innovative ideas. You are a national passport holding citizen of one of the foreign countries. And we can see Malawi here. Let's look for Zimbabwe, please. Oh, thank God. Zimbabwe is, thank God. Zimbabwe is on the list. So here we go. Okay. Apply by 9 April. It's soon. And you just click here to apply, but just make sure you have red. So everything that has a red asterisk, you can't miss, you can't jump. But myself, usually, I just want to be as detailed as possible. Even the phone number, which doesn't have an asterisk, I would still put a phone number or something like that. Okay. City, town, yeah, you'd still put things. Okay. All right. Okay. That's it. Bye bye. Just take care.